Okay, hello everyone. My name is Cassidy and I am one of the client success specialists here at Yulio. I want to start off by welcoming everyone to our first webinar of the new year and thank you all for joining. The main objective today is to dive into Yulio and get everyone comfortable with the Yulio ecosystem so that you can confidently use our platform. We have 1 hour together with a lot of information to cover, so if you do have any questions along the way, please use the chat box and I will answer them at the end of the session. If you do want to book a training session with me or schedule a follow-up, please do not hesitate to reach out. Here is all my contact information and I will have it up at the end as well. If you have to leave the webinar for any reason, this will be recorded and we will be sending it out either today or tomorrow. Okay, so let's get started. So here's our agenda for the day. So to start off, I'm going to show you a few sample projects, get into Yulio Jump, how to make and organize your projects, how to enhance your projects, how to share your projects, and some tips and tricks to help you along the way. So to start off, I'm going to show you a few sample projects of what Yulio can do for you. So this project here was rendered with 3ds Max and is a lighting study. Just going to show you around so you can see it. Scene option groups here at the bottom were also used for this project, which we will cover later on in the session. So I'm just going to show you here what you can do with scene option groups. Viewing this project on a computer screen is fish tank viewing and is not actually your immersive VR. It only becomes immersive when you are viewing your project in a VR headset or goggles. Fish tank viewing allows you to share your projects through social media and even on your own website. This can help gain more leads from your designs and make your website stand out from others. The next project I want to show you here is this one. So the next project is made out of CET with Yulio Jump. As you can see with this project, Jump has created your automatic navigation hotspots and a floor plan. So here is a navigation hotspot as well as right here. And to view your floor plan, you're just going to go ahead and press this button and your floor plan will show up. There are also added hotspots, so you have some audio hotspots, a video hotspot all around your scene. Here's a text one. And this makes your project a lot more interactive, informative, and immersive. So just going to go back to the slide here. So as mentioned, the last project was made using Yulio Jump. We built a cloud-based rendering engine that gives designers a render button. It can produce the files you need for VR and 2D perspective renders straight out of CET. It takes care of all the complexities or hard parts of rendering for you. Yulio Jump can also generate a floor plan and navigation hotspots, which I have shown you in the last sample project. We also have a detailed guide on how to use Yulio Jump for many extensions available on our website on the CAD plugin page. We have also recently launched a learning portal that has 4 training courses, videos, tutorials, and more. It is included in your Yulio account and can be shared with your team as a resource. So once you have your renders ready for VR, I'm going to show you how to create your projects on Yulio. So your first step is to log into your Yulio website at yulio.com. This will automatically take you to your projects page. On your projects page is where you'll see your folders of projects all along here. At the top of your page is where you'll see your projects, headsets, collaborate, resource tab, and your email address. Your headsets tab is where you will go when you want to connect your headset. Your headset projects is what is available on your headset. You can delete and add projects whenever you would like, and you can view offline when you are not connected to Wi-Fi. So as long as they are in your headset projects, you can view them offline. Next here is your Collaborate. Collaborate is Yulio's most popular feature, which we will cover in this webinar, but for now, this is where you go to start your session. Your resource tab. So your resource tab is where you have all your Yulio resources, your CAD plugin page, your client galleries, your knowledge base, your training portal, our blog, and your project resources. Your email here. So your email tab is where you have your settings, your account settings, and your company settings. Company settings is more so used for admins, and account settings is personal to your account. So now going back to your project page right here, you have your folders. So your projects are managed and organized into folders. They appear on the left side of your page, and there are two different types of folders that you can use. You have your team and your private folders. Your team folder is public and has a person icon, so right here. These folders are visible to you and anyone that is a user on your account. Private folders are solid black, so these three right here, and are only visible to yourself and those you have given access to. Admins on your account have the ability to create your folders. One thing we do recommend is making folders on a per project, per client, or per designer basis to keep things organized, but obviously completely up to you how you would like to organize your page. So to create a folder, all you do is press the Create New Folder button, add your label, and press Create. So I'm going to name this Webinar Training and press Create, and there is my folder. To move a project, all you do is click and drag it. So right now it is private. I want to add it to my team folder, and now it's in your team folder. If you wanted to give access to a private folder, so I want to give access to my private webinar folder, I'm going to click these three dots, press permission, and all of the users that you have on your account will show up here, and all you do is press add, and they will be added. To delete a folder, again, you want to press the three dots here and press delete. I'm not going to delete this folder because I need it in my website, but I'm just going to, that's what you would do to delete it. Okay, so now let's get into uploading your renders and creating your VR project. So you're going to do press Create Project button right here. And you're going to upload your files from your computer. These uploads can be 360 photos or anything that you would like to select. They are your pre-rendered, and we are just uploading to Yulio and processing to make the files viewable in VR. If you render with Yulio Jump, a project will automatically be created for you with these files, so you don't need to worry about completing this step. So first, you have your scenes. So your scenes are your building blocks for your project, and they are your bare minimum to have in a project. All the rest are your enhancement options and are all under the Assets tab. You do not have to upload everything, they are just your options. So I'm going to go now upload my scenes. So just by clicking on them and press open. So now they are just uploading to Yulio. Now onto the enhancement options while these are downloading. To start off, we have your audio. So you can add audio in two different ways. One being audio hotspots, which targets where you're placing audio. So you can place it over a chair, a desk, wherever you'd like. And second is your ambient audio. So this automatically plays when you enter into a scene, making your project a bit more immersive for the viewer. We will go through how to create both types of audio in your project. You can also add your own voice by recording on your device. You can give information about a product, space, design, or record a customized message for your client. So to add your audio hotspot, all you do is browse or drag and drop into the box. So I'm going to add some office ambience and a welcome message and press open. Next, we have your image. So this allows you to upload any JPEG or PNG image into your project as an image hotspot. This can be anything, but a few samples are a product shot, a different configuration of the product or space, or even your 2D renders from Yulio Jump. This allows the viewer to see different options of the design, see more detailed products, and understand the design better. So again, I'm just going to browse my computer for my images and press open. Next, you have your video. So you can insert a video into your project as a video hotspot. You can link any video on YouTube, but there are two types of video hotspots that you can do. One is premium, which is an add-on feature that you can upload directly with no ads and allows you to view in VR and browser mode. Second is basic, which may have ads since it's hosted from YouTube and it can only be viewed in browser mode. So here I'm just going to add in my YouTube video just simply by pressing this button and copying and pasting from YouTube directly. So I'm going to take this link, press copy, and paste it here. Next is your AR option. So as long as you upload a file that is compatible, here are your compatible formats, you will be able to place an AR model into your project. If you are rendering with Yulio Jump for CET or Revit, you'll be able to create AR assets through our plugin very easily. It will all be automatically created for you through the plugin. AR hotspots allow you to bring elements to life, so you will be able to see the product in full 360, and you can take it one step further by using your phone or tablet to actually see the product in your physical space. So I'm going to go ahead here and upload my AR. Next, you have your floor plan. If you render with Yulio Jump, this will automatically upload for you, but if you have your own or want to replace, this is where you go to do that. So again, I'm just going to browse, upload my floor plan. So now that all of your enhancements are added into your project, you can always come back to this page and add more or take away. Yulio does not have a save button, and everything is automatically saved once you make any kind of edit. You can edit your project at any time and it will automatically be saved. So your next step here is to rename and rearrange your scenes in the order that you want them viewed in VR. So sometimes your AR model does take a few minutes to upload, so I've gone ahead and created this exact same project with your AR model already uploaded here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rename my scenes. So I'm just going to name this here, front. Obviously you can get a little bit more creative with it here, but I'm just going to keep it short and simple. Computer, and this is the back of the office, and I've named my project as well. One thing that I do recommend is renaming your views in your CAD tool as well. So now if I wanted to rearrange my scenes, I want the viewer to think about the flow that I would like my viewer to take through the space and organize my scenes accordingly. This will also make things easier when adding your hotspots in the hotspot editor. So if I want my computer to be first before the middle, I just click and drag it and place it where I want it to be. So the next step is to link our scenes and enhancements into our project. We will use the hotspot editor to do so. So the top right button here is the hotspot editor, and we will open it up here. So here you have all your editing options along the left side. The first one is your navigation hotspots. Navigation hotspots make your project have a logical flow and give that sense of walking around the space. This is Yulio's form of point-to-point navigation. If you use Yulio Jump, this will be done for you, but you can fine-tune it and edit them if you want. So all you do to create a navigation hotspot is click and drag wherever you want the hotspot to be. So when placing your hotspot, you want to think about the journey you want your viewer to take. So I'm going to place my hotspot right here on the computer so that viewers can easily access that scene and see where it is. You can change the title, hide the title, change the depth, which makes it closer or further away in VR, and you have your color options. So I'm going to keep the text here. Keep it white because the computer is black, so I don't want the text to be hidden, and the depth is perfect, and press close. You do not have to put every hotspot in every scene, but we do recommend putting at least one in every scene so that all your scenes can link together. So I'm going to just go ahead and add all my navigation hotspots, at least one to each scene. So again, just by clicking and dragging, I'm just going to place it right on the floor here so it doesn't take away from the entire scene. Make it a little further away in VR and keep it white and press close. And just using these arrows here, you can go from scene to scene. Perfect, so now I'm in my computer scene and I want to add a front. And again, I'm just going to place it right between these two windows so that it's easily viewable for the viewers to see where my navigation hotspots are. I'm going to make it a little further away in VR, keep it white and press close. And I want to add my back hotspot as well. So I'm just clicking and dragging and placing it right here in the back so that it's easy to see. Making it a bit further away in VR, keeping the text, keeping it white and press close. For the next scene here, so this is my middle scene. So again, I'm just going to add my front and back so that it's easy to get through the entire project space. Make it a bit further away in VR, keep it white, keep the text and press close. And I'm just dragging along the project here, back right here, Keep the text, make the depth a little further, and press close. Next scene here, so I'm going to click all the way to the front so that viewers can easily access the front scene. Make it a bit further away in VR and press close. And the middle, I'm going to place right on the floor here, a bit further away in VR and press close. Okay, so now you can see your navigation hotspots here. Next, you have your audio. So this is similar to navigation hotspots. All you do is click and drag where you would like your audio hotspot placed. It has the same editing options with your text, color, and depth. So I'm going to go ahead here and click and drag. I'm going to put the welcome message right here so that once the viewers enter into the space, they can easily hear the welcome message. You can add as many audio hotspots as you like or as little, completely up to you. For the text, I'm going to hide this text here, but I'm going to keep it white so it's easy to see and press close, and now you have your audio hotspot. Next, you have your text. So here you can add a title and a description. We see text hotspots being used for welcome messages, external links, but it's obviously up to you whatever you would like to use it for. You can link to any URL, and it's essentially like creating a button with 140 characters. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to press create, say welcome to my project. So as you can see right here, you do have 140 characters. I'm just making it as basic as possible, but you can get as creative as you would like. And you can also create a URL. So we can see a click here, buy here, view here, up to you. So I'm going to do a view here, and I can link back to any website. So I'm just going to link back to Yulio's website and press close. And there's your text hotspot. Next, you have your image. So again, you're clicking and dragging and you have the same editing options. You can place your image anywhere you would like, including on top of a product, a desk, or even on the floor as a hotspot. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add my chair option right here and place it over the chair so that viewers are able to see their chair options very clearly. So I'm going to keep the text here. And again, you can add your external link. So you can do a buy here. I'm just going to link back to Yulio, but of course you can link to any website that you would like and press close. And there is your image hotspot. Next, you have your video. So we see videos being placed on a screen, but you can place it wherever you'd like. Again, you're just clicking and dragging. So I'm going to go ahead and click and drag to this screen right here. I'm going to make the text a little shorter because it's cutting off on the computer. So I'm just going to make it Yulio Jump video so that my viewers know that it is a video about Yulio Jump. And again, you can also create a URL link and press close when you are done, and there's your video hotspot. AR here again, you're just going to click and drag where you would like it. Perfect. And I'm going to keep the title. I'm maybe going to do a buy here again. Make it a bit further away in VR, and there's your AR hotspot. Your floor plan. So here you can add markers, which helps clients navigate around and orient themselves into your space, while also understanding the space and how elements fit together. They can select where they want to go on the floor plan just by simply clicking on the markers. So I'm going to go ahead and add my markers. It does not have to be exact, just approximate to where the scenes are. So again, I'm just dragging and dropping. So the front is approximately right here. The computer is approximately right here. The middle and the back is all the way here. Next, you have your starting direction. So this allows you to assign a shot for your project, and you can do so for every scene. So I'm going to go ahead and make this the starting direction right here so that you can see all aspects of the scene. So all you do is press apply when you would like that. Sometimes rendered out of CAD is a bit off, so this is a good feature to frame space or even the furniture better. So again, all you had to do is just drag where you want the starting direction to be and press apply. Once complete, it will take a few seconds to load, but then you have your starting direction. If you want to add a starting direction to another scene, you can do so just by going to that scene and dragging along to where you would like it. So using these arrows here, you can go to the next scene, click and drag to where you want the starting direction, and press apply, and now you'll have your starting direction for that scene. So now that the final enhancements, the only one that we are missing is your ambient audio, which I talked about earlier. So this is added outside of the hotspot editor. So I'm going to go back to my edit project page just by simply clicking on this back button. Under my scene tab, I'm going to click on the ambient audio button right here, and I'm going to select the audio that I would like to use. So I'm going to put a welcome message, and you can choose to loop it or just play it once. I'm going to play it once and press save. If you would like to add for all your scenes, you have to do it manually for each. So for each scene here, all you would do is press the ambient audio button and add your audio. So now that I have my ambient audio, my enhancements, and my scenes, my project is ready to view in VR. So let's go ahead and open your project. So to do so, you're just going to go ahead the top right here and press View in 360. Okay, so looking through the project, we are able to see all the hotspots that we have added. So we have your video hotspot, your navigation hotspot, you have your AR here. So if you click that, you can use this code and you'll actually be able to view this AR in the real world environment by simply placing it in your scene. So it just looks like this. And here you have your navigation hotspots here. You have your image hotspot, your text hotspot, your audio hotspot. And if we wanted to use the navigation hotspots, all you do is simply click on it and it will take you to that scene. If you want to go to a next scene without using your navigation hotspots, you can also open up the floor plan here at the bottom left and use the markers to select where you want to go. And there is your project. Okay, so now that you have your project, you might want to make some minor edits in the future. You have a couple of options here. You can move, download, replace, and you can also create scene option groups. So for scene option groups, I'm going to go ahead and upload my option here. And this gives you the ability to show off different configurations of a project, providing your client with options. So it could be something like different materials, colors, or building shelves, whatever you would like. So here is an example while this one's uploading here. So just by using this center white button here, you have your scene option groups with 3 options. So as you can see, this is option C. I'm going to go to option B. This, and then option A as well. And it looks like this. You can also have multiple scene option groups within a project, completely up to you. So now just going back to my project here. Okay, so now to make a scene option group, you're going to upload your scenes as you would and just drag on drop on top of each other and you will see a group has been created. So I'm going to drag this up to the front and see this create group icon. I'm just going to drop it and there's your scene option group. And you can rename it whatever you like. I'm just going to be very basic here and just name it front options like that. So once complete, you can view your project and at the top, the tab at the bottom, which I showed you, gives you the ability to see all your options. So view in 360 here. So this is the same project that we created. I just added a scene option group. So just by clicking this, you have your front 2 option. And you can see it looks like that. And your navigation hotspots are there as well. So back to our project page here. So you have your move feature. So this button right here, this allows you to move a project to a new or different folder within your account. This kind of helps with project and folder organization and who has access within your team. So again, you're just going to press this move button here and you can select where you want to move it. So I want to move it into my webinar, press select, and it automatically does it for you. Next, you have the download button here, which is this one right here. So this allows you to download individual scenes from any project in your account to your computer or your device. To do so, you go to the project that you would like, click the download button for that scene, just like this, but you must download one scene at a time, and the file downloaded will be the original source file. So here it is already downloaded, and this is what it looks like once it's downloaded. The replace button right here. So this is useful if you ever want to replace a scene. So this could be because a client requests different options or the project has just simply changed over time. All you do here is select the replace icon, browse your device for your new scene, and upload it here. If you want to make minor edits without redoing your entire project, this is the perfect feature to use. It gives you the option to keep your hotspots, your data, and your markups. So now that you have your complete project, I'm going to go through how to share your project. So once you're in your project here in your Assets tab, you have your 4 tabs. So you have your Assets, your Settings, your Share, and your Analytics. We're going to click on the Share tab. So here you will find your project URL. Every project you create has its own unique URL. You can share it anywhere you would a regular URL. So that could be email, hyperlink, PDF, etc. You can also share to the home screen or select a specific scene by clicking this button right here. You can share it via text just by clicking on this button right here and adding in the phone number that you would like to send it to. They'll receive a text right away with the project link and they can view it on their phone, computer, or any device that they have. You can embed your project directly on your website by using this link here. But one thing I do suggest is getting your tech team or marketing team to help you with this, just because it can get a little tricky. Embedding allows you to create a unique online gallery and all Yulio branding is removed. So this is what your project can look like on your website if you do decide to embed it. So here you can go through the space and it will look exactly like this on your website and you'll be able to interact with it as well. And as you can see, you have your scene option groups. Another way to share your project is with client galleries. So to create a client gallery, all you're going to do is press your resource button right here and press client galleries. All you do is put in your client information and add your projects. By connecting a headset, you'll be able to send the gallery to your client's headset, or if a client has their own, they can connect it later on. The client galleries allows you to share up to 10 projects directly with your client in VR or browser mode. You can set up separate client galleries for as many clients as you'd like. You can add up to 10, but have to start with at least 1 to have a gallery. Client galleries are perfect if you want to share more than 1 project with your client at the same time. You can also add or delete projects in the gallery whenever you would like. So just going to go back here. One of your other tabs is your Analytics tab right here. This gives you the data on the total number of views, each unique view, and breaks it down for you. You can see the date and time, location, and how long was spent looking at your project. You can use this to better communicate with clients, gain insight, and better understand how and when clients are engaging with your project. The viewer type, when it says Fish Tank VR, that just means it was viewed on a computer, and it will not tell you the exact location for privacy reasons, but you'll be able to see the city that it was viewed in. This is perfect if you sent over a project to a client and you wanted to know if they have viewed it. So all you do is head over to your Analytics tab and you'll be able to see all of that information. The next tab is your Settings tab. Here you're able to see the details of your project, You can see who the author is, date it was created, and turn your project to private if needed. So all you do here is press private, and now my project is private. Here you can also turn on your project markup. So this is turned on a per project basis and allows you to edit and add a layer into your project. So here I'm going to go turn it on, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in VR. This works great when a client is viewing a project and you want to add notes to a specific scene, mark up something to note, or even draw something to show your clients. So as you can see this button right here, this is your markup, and this will be on as soon as you allow project markup for your project. So you're going to press it, and here you can draw, you can add a note, looks great. Obviously, you can get as creative as you want and write as many notes and draw what you would like on it. You can circle, completely up to you. So now I'm going to show you how to customize your Yulio experience and your projects. On the right side of your screen, you're going to select your company settings under your email tab. This brings you to your custom settings page. This is mainly used for admins on your account. Your usage and plan tab is where you're able to see your subscription information, how many seats you have, and your payment information. Your custom branding tab, here you can add your custom company logo, and it will appear every time you enter a project in VR and browser mode. You can upload any file as long as it hits the requirements. And as you can see here, I have uploaded the Yulio logo. Your company lobby. So this is what is displayed on your headsets. You can change it by selecting the Change Lobby button right here and selecting which scene in which project you would like to use. This allows you to customize the environment that you are standing in while in the Yulio Viewer app on a headset or mobile device. The scene must be a scene in your Yulio account. If it's not, then you'll have to create a new project to upload the scene, and if there are multiple scenes in your project, it will automatically use the first scene there. One thing to note about Company Lobby is you must have admin access to update the lobby. Next, you have your Manage Users tab. So this is where you can add users to your account depending on the number of seats that you have. You can also add seats to your Yulio account by pressing Add User, adding in their information, and selecting their role. There are 3 different types of roles, and most of the time we see people being set up as an admin or an author. The only difference between them is that admins have access to company settings, can create folders, and they can add users. Last but not least, we have our most popular feature, which is Collaborate right here. It's like a presentation mode, which allows you to see what other people are seeing, guide them to a spotlighted area, and have everyone meeting in the same virtual space. It can be used in so many different scenarios and has really expanded over the course of the last few years. It can be used in person, at a trade show or booth, or remote meetings. People that you are meeting with in person will all be in the same session on headsets, and remote people can join from anywhere on a headset or in browser mode. So to launch a session, all you do here is press Collaborate, and it will automatically launch to your headset, but you can go to your settings to change that. So I'm going to start collaborating here. So to join as a guest, you're going to follow the instructions noted here. So you're going to go to live.yulio.com and enter the 4-digit code provided on the screen. So you can view it on a phone, tablet, or computer, and every Collaborate session you join will have its own unique 4-digit code. So I'm going to give everyone a few minutes here to join. So again, just go to live.yulio.com, enter in this 4-digit code. It's also going to be on this side too as well. And I'm just going to open up the project. Perfect. I see a lot of people are joining there. I'll just give it a few more seconds for more people to join. So as you can see on the left side, when a new guest joins, you will see their name show up along the left side. There are two different modes of Collaborate. So you have your present mode and your explore mode. Generally, we do recommend starting off in present mode to guide your viewers through the space and then assign your presenter controls after. Present mode will automatically be the mode that launches when you open your Collaborate session. Present mode keeps you as the presenter and gives you all the control. You can choose to give control to any participant. So for example, right now, I'm going to give my control to April so that you can see what it looks like when someone else has presenter control. This is the most powerful part of Collaborate because it allows you to see what your guests are seeing. As the host, you can activate hotspots and view your floor plan, and everyone will be there with you. Guests will not be following your gaze exactly, but they will always be in the same scene as you, but they do have the freedom to look around. So I'm just going to give myself control again here. So if you want to make sure everyone is looking at the exact same scene, we recommend using the spotlight feature. The spotlight feature changes everyone's gaze, directs the conversation, and reconnects the presentation. So simply by clicking this spotlight feature right here, now everyone gets redirected to that specific space. In explore mode here, you can auto pan. I'm going to go over to explore mode. You can auto pan through a scene and let all participants explore at their own pace. We call this the fun mode because everyone has access to everything and it will gaze through everybody's view for 10 to 15 seconds. If there are no participants, it will auto pan throughout the entire project, moving scene to scene. This is the perfect feature for a trade show or booth-like setting where you want to show off your space. If you want to take back control anytime you can, just by simply clicking your name again as the host. So I'm just going to go back here to present mode, and let's take a look at the controls that you have. So the scene list right here, so this allows you to switch scenes within your project. The select project icon right here allows you to switch the project you are viewing with your guests. If your markup is turned on, you and your viewers can use it live. So I'm going to go ahead here, and everyone will be able to see that I just circled this chair. I'm going to add a note here. And everyone can see that on their Collaborate session. The settings tab right here on your left side, this customizes your Collaborate experience for all future sessions that you launch. Perfect. Oops. Okay. And then if you want to go here, these are all your participants. And I'm just going to go to explore mode now for a few seconds to let everyone explore the project at their own pace. Perfect. And as you can see here, we can also see what everyone is looking at. Okay, so I know that was a lot of information in a quick amount of time, but I hope that you did learn some tips and tricks on how to navigate Yulio. I will stick around now for a few questions if anyone has, but please do not hesitate to send me over an email or reach out if you do want to book a training session. Okay, perfect. So I see one question coming in here, and that is, can I share my project through text with more than one client? Yes, you definitely can. If you wanted to share it through text, you can go ahead and click that text icon, put in that one phone number, and then just go back to the text icon and put in the other phone number, and each client that you send it to will get your project. Okay, is there a limit of hotspots? There is no limit. You can add as many as you would like or as little as you would like, completely up to you. Perfect. I see these questions here. So for this question here, I will send it over to my team and I will definitely email you back with that question. Okay, and if there are any more questions, I just want to thank you all again for joining. And again, feel free to send me over an email if you do have any more questions or can think of anything else. Your markups will automatically save once you complete them in your project. Good question. Okay, so it looks like there are no more questions here. I'm going to go ahead and end this session. But again, thank you so much for joining, and feel free to send me over an email if you do have any questions.